Joey Thornton takes center ice. Big number 6 at 6'4" against Jan Hrdina. And the Penguins and Bruins get underway. Both black and gold teams. Bruins in their predominantly black uniforms here today. Stephen Hines is going to rifle one to the Penguins net to begin the contest, and is stopped by Skudra. Off on the near side to Kevin Hatcher, who's paired with Yuri Slager. Here comes Yager on the off wing. Down the left side, moves in, goes to Kip Miller. Quick shot, save, rebound. And Hrdina can't guide it to the net. Dallas tested very quickly there by the Penguins. As Yager is flying, working that left wing side of the Bruins zone. Maybe a little change here for the Penguins to get him away from Hal Gill. We'll see how that develops here this afternoon. And the puck around the boards, and they don't have Gill out here. They have Ledyard and Bourque out on the ice right now for the Bruins. So Kevin Constantine changing up. Penalty coming up here, and I think it'll be against the Penguins here. Terry Gregson raises his arm up, and Axelson got clipped in the face, I think. And they check for blood. It's going to be a high sticking call against the Penguins. If blood was drawn, we may see a double minor here issued against the Penguins. Raymond Bourque. Goes to Darren Van Impe, will work the other point. Bourque, legendary defenseman for the Bruins, in front of Samsonov. He's right there, and he's stopped by Skudra. Oh, he turned it over. Had Skudra leaning, but he made a good save on Samsonov. It was a dangerous situation there. Raymond Bourque to the right side, and a hard drive to the net. That's stopped by goaltender Skudra. Van Impe cut loose with a shot there. Five-time Norris Trophy winner, is the best defenseman in the National Hockey League, Raymond Bourque. Here's Van Impe shooting right up the pipe to the right of Skudra. Bourque hammers it towards a goal. Blocked by the Penguins. Can they get it out? No. Kept in by Van Impe.
Van Impe held it in. That was with about 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the power play. They controlled the puck from that point on in the Penguins zone, but the Penguins did a good job of blocking the lanes and not really getting them an opportunity to get a good shot off, a clean shot on Peter Skudra.
Tim Taylor to the right side. Quick shot from the right side by Ferraro. Goes over the shoulder of Skudra, and the Bruins take a 1-0 lead. Now Ferraro gets the opening goal for the Boston Bruins, and it comes at 4:31, just after the Penguins killed the penalty. But Boston striking first. Bruins get a goal. They had only 2 in the last 3 games coming into this one. See what the Penguins can do to answer this. Kovalev towards the goal, and Tallis will make a stop off his stick. Tallis in the Western Hockey League is junior hockey with Seattle. Kovalev on the line, but he's too well covered by Stephen Hines. A member of the U.S. Olympic team. This is way over to Tallis. Quick shot off the post as it run to the left. The Tallis rebound front. Kovalev hits. He drills a bullet in behind Tallis, and the Penguins tie it at 1. Oh, she wants to sell by Bucky Kovalev. Side of the Penguins in. Don Sweeney, a shot deflects in on Skudra. Got a right pad on that. The Bruins after it again. Another penalty coming up against the Pens. And Sean Bates. And everybody in scoring coming into this game in the 2 games to date with 2 points. But a call against the Penguins. Might be a holding the stick. Yes, it is. Holding the stick, Ian Moran is shuffling over to the penalty box, and the Penguins get another penalty here. Samsonov turned around by Kovalev. It goes right side. Here's a shot towards the net. Skudra can't find it. The rebound punched wide by the Bruins. Well, Skudra had a tough time on that rebound. Mayo work it over to the near corner. The Penguins back after it. Can they get it? They can't. Hines to the left point to Dave Ellett. Ellett left side, a hard blast. Where is it? A blocked in front. Goes right up in the air and in the net. It jumped over the body of Skudra. In the net it went. Hines. They're going to check here. I think what they're going to argue about whether or not the puck was hit by a stick above the goal, the crossbar. And that may be true. I don't know if the goal is going to count here. I think it's going to be waved off. We'll see the play again. It's up in the air. I don't think he touched it.
I don't either. It's a goal.
Yeah, the goal is going to count. Joey Thornton will get the goal. He's the man that shot the puck.
They just hacked that.
And the top left winger on the big line. In between the circles. It's cleared by Christie. Got the left side of Rarica. Heavy shot, and that'll be stopped by Robbie Talbot. It's been a brief time with the Boston Bruins after being picked up on waivers by the Bruins from the Penguins. The Penguins returned the favor and got him right back on waivers. Here's Kovalev. Running on goal. What a move. That was his goal. What a play by Kovalev. The Penguins have tied it at 2. And he is smiling like a butcher's dog. I mean, that is more moves than Mae West ever had. Alexei Kovalev.
He cut to the inside.
And delivered off the near wing to P.J. Atkinson. Turned away by Yager. Penalty coming up. Well, Yager just reached and tackled him, and Yager didn't have much room to bark about that when he does. The Penguins got the puck, and another power play. Going wide and everything. Center point to Van Impe. He lets to shoot it. Does. Save. Rebound. Cleared by the Penguins. Slager.
The thing with Scuba in the net, the defense has to be very conscious of loose pucks around the net. So it's kind of a decision. What do you do? Do you take the puck or do you take the man in front?
He does it to everybody in this. The right winger will come to Rob DeMaio now, and the Kasparaitis had him lined up, and now DeMaio takes a penalty. DeMaio took a penalty. Kasparaitis had him lined up cleanly. DeMaio did not take a good penalty there. They had set those tees in place, really putting the stick down first, and it's kind of gone by the wayside again. Another rule that kind of jumps away from players in front of him. By Tallis on Kelly Miller. Yager with another brilliant pass right up Miller's stick. Out the center will come to Robert Lange. Good pass to Hrdina. Leads him nicely. Hrdina shoots it, and Tallis cut the angle down to make the save on Jan Hrdina. Hit a Penguin. That was Kovalev. 10 seconds to go. The Penguins got to shoot the puck here. I don't know if they're going to get the chance to. Kovalev left side. 4 seconds to go. Right side to Yager. Can't shoot it. Moves in and trying to pass it back to Hrdina. As time runs out, it rolls off his stick, and Hrdina got clipped in the face as he let that shot go by Chris Taylor. So the first period had a lot of action. Completely fool people as often as he does. Van Impe is still talking to himself on the play that he came in and scored a goal on. And Kevin Hatcher and the Penguins begin the second period on a brief power play. 5 seconds left on it, and here's Hatcher racing through to the Bruins zone, but poke checked away. 2 of those, or 1 of those, is against the Boston Bruins. Jaromir Jagr has a couple of hat tricks against Boston. Penalty coming up here. Barnes has hauled off his skates, and a penalty will be issued here against the Bruins. Hal Gill. And now they all come banging into one another. Kessa, the Penguins. And there's a Wawrinka. Wawrinka's down.
I think it was Kessa who came over and hit Gill after he had dumped Barnes, and then Bork came in, I believe, to take a piece of Kessa. Coming to the aid of his defense partner, Hal Gill.
Straka with a turnaround move to keep it alive. Straka Doherty now in and out, looking, turns, doesn't shoot it, goes off to Yager in the right wing circle. Look out here, Yager comes in, weak shot, the save made by Tallis. The rebound grabbed by Bork. Can he clear? Good hustle by Hatcher again to keep the puck in. What a game he's having. Slager's going to get to the Bruins line. He's going to carry it in. He shoots it off the body of Tallis. Rebound went after his own. It comes to Lange. Robert Lange into the right wing corner. Cross ring pass to Kovalev. The penalty's over. Long shot deflected by Slager, and it went offline. Both clubs at equal strength right now. The Penguins failing to score in that power play. And Lange sets it up for Jaromir Jagr. Jagr in traffic, spins around from 2 men, going towards the net. Lange just puts it wide. Jagr putting on a magical show himself. And Hal Gill just on the ice for the Bruins. Comes up and hammers into the Penguin goal. Scooter had to deflect off his arm. Ian Moran. Now that pass to Jagr, borrowing a pace from Kovalev. Darts up ice to the right side. He gets it back. Jagr with it turns. He's looking now and shoots the puck. And he had Tallis leaning the wrong way. Sonnenberg of the Penguins bumped by Van Impe. On the right of the Penguins pushed from behind, but keeps control of that puck. He'll go to Yuri Slager, who comes down the board. Sonnenberg looked back to cover the point. Instead, Slager towards the net. It went right by a man. Jager's on here, an extended shift. We saw him the other night. In front, backhander by Wright, and he couldn't get it on the goal. Wright's up in it, knocked off his skates. He gets back up. The Penguins hustling here. Jager's got it again. What a shift for Jagr. Jagr turns around. Can he keep the puck? No. Now it's a 2-on-1 the other way. He kept on the ice too long, possibly Thornton on the left side towards the net. Blocked by Wawrinka. Neat defensive play for the Penguin defenseman, but Thornton doesn't give up in the play. Skates off 2 checks. And off a Bruin player, right back to the Bruins. Nobody can find the handle on it. The Bruins will. Gill at the left side. Twisting one, blocked by Sonnenberg. And the puck comes through, and it's deflected away by Scudra.
Good save there, boy.
Tyler Wright.
Point blanker.
Tyler Wright's been on a long time here. To the right side, it comes in a heavy blast by Bates. Right on the Penguin net. And we remain tied here. 2-2 in period number 2. Straka to the right side to Dan Kessa, flying through. The defenseman fell down. He goes to the net. Stopped by Tallis from 10 feet away. Needs it for Sweeney and takes the hit there for Marty Straka, the Penguin. Kasparaitis goes over Allison. The Penguins using the body here in this shift and using it pretty well. Kessa got clipped in the head by Dave Ella. The center to Joe Thornton. Finds a breaking Hines down the right side against Moran. Muscles in on him and goes right to the net. But Scudra made the save as Hines goes tumbling over Peter Scudra. Pushed by the Penguins. The Bruins hit the Penguins in. Kovalev crushed by DeMaio. as he went down heavily in the boards. I thought that was going to be an icy block against the Bruins.
Shaking up on the play too, Mike, getting up slowly. He really got blasted.
Yager up the right side now, skates with that puck towards the net. He stopped, rebound. Oh, stopped by Tallis somehow. He got the arm up to stop. Kip Miller, penalty coming up here against the Bruins. And it's Yager down deep in behind the goal to Kip Miller. And was a pulled their goaltender. They get into Yager right there. There he is, his shot. Good save by Tallis. A rebound over to Peter Ferraro. And that stops the play, and the Penguins will get another power play. Their third consecutive. Down deep along the goal line. Kip Miller looking. Goes back to Titov. Slap shot. Tallis got his arm up to make the save on Guillermo Titov. Two Bruins come after him. He goes right point. Ian Moran of the Penguins with a wrist shot to the goal. Blocker up by Tallis. The number was on the net. Robert Lange peels away. Has it in front of Yager. Shooting. Stopped by Tallis from 8 feet away. And Jaromir Jagr thought he had himself the go-ahead goal there, but Tallis came up very, very strong to make the save on the league's leading score. Comes in to the corner, digging for it. Penalty coming up here. It's against Kevin Hatcher for elbow. So now it's the Penguins' turn to take a seat in the penalty box. Drilled hard to the Penguins in. DeMaio after with 22 seconds to go. Kasparaitis got a piece of him. He set it flying. DeMaio looks back. The puck moved off the boards and up ice. Now Kasparaitis and DeMaio collide again. That's center ice. Hines coming after Kasparaitis. Kasparaitis has the Bruins thinking about his number 11. Bruins come out, look, and they shoot it up the side of the net. Penalty is expired. Hatcher is back on for the Penguins. Hines cruising over. Hatcher and Kasparaitis rattles in with a heavy hit. And now Hines hits him from behind. There'll be a penalty against Hines. He's helped draw that penalty to Kasparaitis, and Hines knows it. Hines is headed off. The whole game may turn here on this one shift by Darius Kasparaitis.
And don't forget, the other guy whose number is being remembered is Rob DeMaio. Now Thornton gets involved in the middle, and everything gets stirred up here. Kasparaitis with a glove to the face of Thornton. Thornton's kind of lost it here. He should get a penalty too.
DeMaio came by looking for Kasparaitis, ran into him.
I think they should get an extra penalty here. We'll see if Gregson does that, because at that point, they've got to control themselves. They're already shorthanded, and they've taken another liberty here. Thornton, the guy doing it. And it'll be interesting to see if Gregson makes them pay for that, too.
B.J. Axelson's going to come back with 45 to go.
Smashes his stick on the wall to go to the bench.
Hatcher just ran over one of the Bruins, and now Taylor comes after Hatcher, and Axelson colliding, and now stepping in is Hal Gill against Kevin Hatcher. There's some short tempers here in this game in the second period. Gregson's going to have to take control of it right now.
Well, we told you at the outset of the broadcast that this game was going to be a lot more intense than what you normally would see at this point of the regular season.
Here is Ian Moran, final rush up for the Penguins, on to Yager. Comes hurriedly onto the Bruins line, beats one man. Off to the near side, gets his own pass off the board to Warenka. Right side to Ian Moran, penalties over, shot towards the net, deflected by Lange, and stopped by Tallis. Some lead pass to Kessler, might have a chance here. 7 seconds to go in the period, pulls back, looking in front. He goes to Barnes, but it's too far. Barnes off the boards, whistles it towards the net as the period comes to a close. So neither club able to score in that second period. They both had chances. Well, Alexei Kovalev has returned for the Penguins here for period number 3. We'll see if he gets any ice time. His eyes look crossed, don't they?
He has a bruised shoulder. It looked like it was a lot more than that when he left the ice. He needed to be helped up onto his skates by the Penguins trainer, Mark Moore.
Penguins are right there. Kovalev read it well. Covering the defensive ground effectively against the Bruins. Here is Kovalev reaching out. Batman sees him against the boards. It's him almost the identical same spot where he got in on the boards by Rob DeMaio in the second period. Centered it front. Shot score. The Penguins have the lead 3-2. Kevin Hatcher, that is such a strong game, puts the Penguins in front for the first time. Oh, Michael motorcycle.
Well, sometimes if you want to get a goal, you've got to press the attack. You've got to go for it.
Here they come again. Final rush up. Christie. We're near the net. Now towards the goal. Blocked, and a backhander comes free right in front. Samsonov got the shot, and Scooter to his knees to make the save as the penalty is expired. So the Bruins officially are 0 for 5 on the power play. Ferraro's pass up off the boards to open space. Taylor comes on, a backhand shot, saved by Scooter, and he scrambles to find it. and goes diving to the ice, and he got hurt. He was going to be slow in getting up, but he reached back with his right arm and came down heavily, it appeared, on that right side.
And don't forget, he's had shoulder problems too.
Raymond Bourque and the Bruins being presented with a great chance here all game long, really. At the back of the first period, they had the first 3 power plays. They couldn't score. Here comes Straka down the right side, going with that puck against Bourque, got around and goes to the net, shoots and scores! Marty Straka with a short-handed goal, and the Penguins now lead 4-2. And goaltender Tallis doesn't know whether to cry or wind his watch.
I was thinking just as they were carrying the puck through the neutral zone, Mike.
Again ripping it in, and that goal may have taken the starch out of the Bruins attack here. Bennett shooting, save made, rebound. Christie put it over the body of Skudra. To let him know that the game is going to be tough when you play out there. Not only against him, but other people as well. There's some big collision there with the Bruins.
So solid on his skates.
Allison and Gasparidis pushing and shoving one another.
And that deal looking pretty good.
Where it really looks good is the fact that the Penguins finally have an asset back.
Right, they didn't have anything before.
Another hockey player and a pretty good one to boot. And here is Robert Lange. Christie won that save. Rebound score. It's Titov, and that should seal it up for the Penguins. German Titov gets the Penguins their 5th. Wow. I don't know what to say. The Penguins have been a strong third period.
The Penguins today, and a day like today, where they got a lot of penalties to kill, the penalty killing gets that much more confident and stronger.
Medina moves in on Bourque and gets the shot off. And Tallis smothers that and holds on. Well, twice we've seen Bourque beaten on plays, and you don't see that too often. One where Straka had him turned inside out. Sergei Samsonov on the right wing. Yager really slow and going to the bench. In front, a backhander to the goal. Skudra snapped that. Christie has it. Yager finally gets to the bench and a shot to the net by Allison. And that's stopped by Skudra. Shoots it down the near boards into Pittsburgh ice. Gasparidis pick up the touch on. Wave off any icing. Sweeney on the left side. The game will come to a close. Right in front. Shot as the buzzer sounds. And Wright and DeMaio have a little battle at the end. And now Jason Allison comes over.